again, everybody. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin at ringside, and all these folks are here for one thing. And that's the Power Hour, live here on TV5. We are set to go with another big day of Power Pro Wrestling. And Corey, it's been a while in the last few weeks around here. We've had lots of things going on, including a wild finish last week with the Cat and the King.
Oh, yeah.
Situation.
That was exciting, huh?
We've had our commissioner, the superstar Bill Dundee, with several announcements that he's made over the last week. Today, we're going to be hearing from The Rock a little bit later.
Yeah, The Rock right here today on the Power Hour. Heard from Stone Cold Steve Austin last week. This week is The Rock. And I'm sure the commissioner, Mick Foley, is somewhere hanging around. So,
here comes the TV champion, Bulldog Reigns. Won that belt last week, much to the happiness of all the fans. Look at the celebration. Who let that dog out? There he is.
There he is, Bulldog Reigns, the brand new Power Pro Television Champion. Hey, first of all, I want to say congratulations to you, Bulldog. You're looking good with that title around your waist there.
I appreciate that. You know, what I'm about to say may sound a little corny to everybody out here and everybody at home, but it's time to drop the macho stuff and the big attitude and all that. I just want to be Scott Reigns for just a minute. You know, I've been making this long drive from Georgia for 3 long years, and I had some ups and I had some downs, but it's all finally starting to pay off. But you know, 6 months ago, I almost quit. I heard a guy right there in the middle of the ring on an accident, and it made me feel real bad. I hurt Rick Havoc, and I was about to quit. I'll go ahead and admit that right now. But it's like this. All these people got behind me and made me feel that it was okay. Accidents happen. I hate it for Rick. Maybe one day he can come back. But, you know, it really gets down in my heart. How these people...
They've really been with you, Bulldog. No doubt about it. All the fans have had great support for you.
But I tell you what, it's all starting to pay off. Just last week, I got a taste of the Power Pro Gold in the TV title, and man, it sure does taste sweet. I've been watching Spellbinder, and he is a fighting champion, and I want to be just like that. I'll fight anybody that wants some of this title, just come on and get it. And you, Tracy Smothers, I understand you want some of this belt, or you want some of the Bulldog, well, you come and get it. But when it's all said and done, you're going to be looking up the lights saying, who let the dogs out? Hoof, 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 hoof.
Bulldog Reigns.
There he goes.
The brand new television champion. Yeah, there he goes.
Oh, yeah, very popular champion, Corey. We've seen his ups and downs. He finally got rid of C.B. Wyatt, and his career took a turn for the best after that.
Oh, my goodness.
Last week he won that belt. Here's Tracy Smothers out here. He has said he wants some of the action. So
Jason
Sensation out here, yeah. We're waiting for the signal from the referee. William Gibson says ring the bell, and we're underway.
Gentlemen, it's an honor to be back out here with you.
Well, we noticed you were accompanying Tracy Smothers. That worries us a little bit.
That's Tracy, psycho, sellout, smasher, Smokey Smothers.
Yeah, one of the thugs. Thugs can't spell. We know that, too.
Yeah.
He's the toughest
I was about to say, you left out one word, thug.
He's the toughest thug in wrestling. He's toppled the WWF. He's toppled the WCW. He's toppled the ECW. And now he's going to topple Power Pro Wrestling.
Well, he's going to have his work cut out for him today. Not only has Scott Reigns, Bulldog Reigns, taken a new attitude in the last few months, he has also won a lot of matches and lost very, very few. The one-loss record is great. Now, he is going against a guy who'll do anything, by his own admission, to win a match.
Tracy Sellout Smothers. And look at this, Sellout about to get 2 count. He's about to lose one, it looks like.
But I'm the real Bulldog, the British Bulldog, still in my gimmick.
Only a 2 count there. Bulldog Reigns, still alive, still has the Power Pro television title around his waist.
And Tracy's going to win that title right here tonight. He's going to prove it like he proved it against that hunk Lance Cade last week. Lance Cade, Shawn Michaels may have trained him, but I'm telling you, that guy's nothing but a punk. Yeah, the Hartford kid trained that green machine, but he's nothing but a dirty, rotten, stinking hyena.
Yeah, I think he got jumped from behind. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels may have trained Lance Cade, but he may have trained him just to do his little dances and be a boy toy and strip his clothes off, but he doesn't know how to wrestle.
Well, we'll find out about that. weeks go on.
A reversal. Bulldog with a clothesline. Sleeper hold there. Smothers whips him into the ropes. Bulldog comes back. Ducks that clothesline. Big shoulder from Bulldog Reigns.
He puts him on the mat.
Down he goes.
But he can't follow up with a cover.
Sensation headed that way.
Yeah, he's headed up to the ring apron. That's a dangerous place for him since he came out here with Smothers.
Bill Superstar Dundee. Oh, a slam from Bulldog. Look like he's got it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the referee. 1, 2.
Oh, he gets his shoulder up.
Could he have held him for the 3 count if the referee had been there? Don't know. Referee was just doing his job. He was trying to get Jason Sensation down off the ring apron. Look at this. Tries to trip the Bulldog.
Grabs his leg. Look at that.
Knee to the back.
Hooks
Cover.
the
1, 2.
Count out.
Oh, he's out of it. Big Lance Cage.
Look at this. Jason Sensation takes off. He runs around. And Lance Cage, whoa, sits around and waits on him.
He nails Tracy Smothers, too.
Ooh, big slam from the television champion. He got it. He got it. 1, 2, 3. Bulldog Reigns. Who let the dogs out? Gets the win here on the Power Hour. Uh-oh. And Cage got Jason Sensation. Uh-oh.
Oh, but Tracy Smothers from behind nails him. And Jason Sensation's head hits the table back here.
Yeah, sure does.
Oh.
Ooh.
Gets it from behind. Now it's Smothers and Jason against Lance Cage. Once again, unfair advantage. They jump him from behind. They double team him. They triple team him. And then they come out here and claim he can't wrestle. I don't think so.
Hey, come on, guys. We don't need that. Tracy Smothers and Jason Sensation. Let's try to break this thing up and get some help out here for Lance Cage.
Hey, I hear the commissioner is back in the back. Let's see if we can get some help. Let's see what the commissioner has to say right here about everything.
Yeah, the superstar.
You know, everybody, when I told you I took this job as the commissioner, if it had to get physical to get it done, that's exactly what we was going to do. Well, last week we got a little taste of that. Well, we're going to just finish it up in about 25 minutes from now. It's going to be Bradley, Slash, and what's that lady's name, Victoria? Well, brother, you're going to find out why they call him the king around here in Memphis. You're going to find out why they call me the superstar. We're going to have Miss Kitty in the corner. Oh, yeah. And Brandon Baxter, you're going to be in the mix too, brother. You're in the ring. And Mick Foley, you can't do nothing about it, brother. I see y'all in about 25 minutes.
Power Pro Wrestling is sponsored by Bill Blake Auto Insurance.
Well, off to a big start on the Power Hour today as Bulldog Reigns, with a great thanks to all the fans, all of you for the support, and he successfully defends the Power Pro television title right here today.
Right here today.
Hey, something's been going on with this Brandon Baxter thing after Lawler threw the fire on him here a few weeks ago and then paid for him to go to his doctor, Dr. Sammons. Take a look what happened this week. Watch this.
Brandon, how you doing?
Doc, I guess I'm doing about as good as it can be expected, but I'm ready to get these bandages off.
Today is going to be the unveiling, and we'll see the finished product.
Well, you know, you and Lawler have got me the laughing stock of Memphis. Everybody all across town is laughing at me and calling me Boo.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh what? What do you mean, uh-oh?
Something's happened here.
What do I have, an infection?
I'm afraid you have Zachley's.
What is Zachley?
Zachley's is a rare diagnosis that we find in your profession.
What is it?
It's when your face looks exactly like your booty.
Oh, Doc, come on, Doc. You said no more jokes.
You're a classic example.
I'm tired of this. I just want to see what I look like. Are you ready to unveil my face? I'm ready to get here and get done and be done with you.
All right. Here's the finished product. Take a look. See what you think.
Okay. Oh my God, Doc! Doc! This isn't funny, Doc.
It looks pretty good to me.
Oh, give me a break! That's not my face.
I think you look improved.
Improved over what?
Over what you had to start with.
Oh, give me a break.
All right. Take a look. Close look.
Oh, wait a minute. Doc,
Is you proud?
is this the best you can do?
With what we have to work with, yes.
Doc, I wouldn't want to say this to anybody else. My face, it does look like a booty.
You're absolutely right. You couldn't have said it any better.
You couldn't have said it any better yourself, Brandon. Brandon is scheduled to be out here later on.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Guess we'll get to see for ourselves, huh?
Yeah, the superstar Bill Dundee, the commissioner has signed the bout right here today, handicap match with Brandon Baxter's in action here today on the Power Hour.
Here he comes, the King, and the Cat headed this way for a comment or two about this. And got a couple of things we're going to be talking about. Hello, King. I noticed you got the XFL shirt on. That starts right here on TV5 in February. We're going to be talking about Corinth and all of that in a couple of minutes. But first, any comments about Brandon?
Well, you know, we saw Brandon's last trip, I guess, to the doctor. And now, I guess today, thanks to Bill Dundee, now, this is the first ruling that I like that Bill has made today. He's made a match later on today, and I guess Brandon Baxter is going to have to be actually in the match. So it's going to be a bit of a handicap match. So we'll get a chance to see Brandon's face today for the first time in a long time.
Oh, just his face. The rest of it almost happened last week.
Right. No, you're right, Dave. I'm all excited about the XFL. Of course, it's going to be starting in February right here on NBC. It's also going to be on TNN and UPN. XFL is going to be everywhere. And I found out this past week that Jim Ross and I may be part of the announce team working for NBC. Me and you both be working for NBC.
I hear that rumor. Yes, indeed. That's great.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about a couple of things. Everybody knows that Monday, right here in Memphis, WWF is invading with Raw's War. Going to be right here in Memphis down at the Pyramid. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, all of these people, everybody is going to be right here.
McMahon family? Yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid the McMahon family is a little bit of a disaster. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Linda and Vince have gotten everything straightened up. But anyway, everybody's going to be here Monday night. And I just want to mention one thing. I've had a million requests. A lot of people think that it's completely sold out. But as happens right before the event, once they realize where all the cameras and where all the placement stage is going to be, they have released some extra tickets. There are still some tickets available, so if anybody wants to go see Raw, you can still get tickets at the Pyramid or through Ticketmaster.
All right, very good. That's coming up Monday night right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
And speaking of WWF invading places, also Corinth, Mississippi, coming up January 13th. There you can see it. It's the Corinth Chaos right down there in Corinth, Mississippi. They have a beautiful new Crossroads Arena down there. Seats almost 10,000 people. And a lot of the WWF superstars going to be on hand. It's going to be the biggest night in the history of Corinth. Of course, the King is going to have to be there. The Cat, listen to this. The Cat has actually, she's somehow secured a WWF women's title match in Corinth, Mississippi against the Right to Censor's Ivory. And I would just love for you to take that title away from Ivory and get it away from Right to Censor.
Without a doubt, it's absolutely going to happen.
All right. Also, Taz is going to be there. Raven's going to be there. Too Cool is going to be there. Scotty Too Hottie, Grandmaster Sexy. It's going to be the biggest night ever in Corinth. That's January 13th.
Right. All right. Coming up, one of the first events of 2001.
Exactly right. And other than that, that's all I got to say, except for the fact that a little bit later on today, the King and the Superstar are going to get it on one more time right here in Memphis with the Cat as our partner. So Victoria, whatever you want to call yourself, and Steve Bradley and Slash and Booty Face, bring it on, because we got something for you in just a little while, okay?
All right, very good. Thank you, King. Congratulations on all the great things going on this week. Something happened a little bit earlier today. We've got some videotape setting up before anybody was here. Tapes rolling, setting camera positions and all that. Take a look at what happened earlier today.
Well, if it isn't Memphis' greatest light heavyweight, Foot Street's little brother, Derek King. Sit down, sweet daddy seat.
Hey, wait a minute, look. I told you, if you want to go, we can go right now.
I'm not here to fight, just...
Hey, look, I told you once,
guys.
If you want to go...
Hold up!
Well, we saw the tape just as we were going to break there.
Boy,
Derek didn't instigate any of that.
No, not at all.
It was just instigated in that click.
Sitting out here getting loose for his match later today on the Power Hour, and Spanky shows up.
3
he's bad
against
news,
1
isn't
all
he?
of a sudden. And Derek has an injured leg. He's been advised not to wrestle. Now, last I heard, he wasn't hearing any of it. He said he was going to wrestle anyway. I don't know if he can or not.
Yeah, I don't know that.
He's been advised not to. I do want you to know that. I want you to know a couple other things. Next week, big week.
Yeah.
First of all, we're going to be doing 2 shows next week. Christmas holidays are coming up, so if you have tickets to be with us, we'll do the live show as regular at 11 o'clock next Saturday here on TV5, and then afterwards we'll have another show that we'll be putting together too. So you get 2 shows if you join us next week.
A lot of special guests are going to be with us also for both shows.
Especially one. You want to tell them about that?
Yeah, one of them is going to be for the first time in the studio in about 15 years. We're going to see right here live on the Power Hour next week, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, returning to TV5 Wrestling next week right here on the Power Hour. And I know he'll have a lot to say, Dave, as he always does.
This is going to be interesting to me because I think we all know that Jimmy Hart is part of WCW, and we all know that Lawler is part of WWF.
Well, that's true.
I don't know how that's going to work out
here. It's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I'm
next
sure
week.
Yeah, next week on the Power Hour, the Mouth will be here, and we'll keep the tapes rolling. Maybe we'll be able to cut him off at some point because we know he'll have a lot to say. Here's
the champion.
The champion, yeah.
The Spellbinder, headed this way. Saying hello to as many fans. He's a man who's held that belt since July 2nd of this year. Long time Power Pro Heavyweight Champion. Here's the Spellbinder.
Here it is. He's got the gold strapped around his shoulder, and I'm telling you, he's the champion that has defended against many, but he's still walking around with that belt. Good to see the Spellbinder.
Well, you know, Corey, ever since I won this title, everyone out of the woodwork's been coming for a title shot. And you know what? I haven't ducked anyone.
You haven't.
Now we got Steve Bradley coming around saying he wants the Power Pro title back. Well, you know what, Steve? It hasn't been more than just a few weeks ago when I beat you and beat you and beat you till you finally quit. So obviously there's something wrong with you because you want another title shot. You keep running your mouth saying, hey, I can beat Spell. I can beat Spell. Well, you know what? You can't beat Spell. As a matter of fact, you know what? Last week I had 2 idiots jump me from behind, and you know what? That's right. I'm gonna handle my business right now. So you 2 come out right now.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a challenge to me.
Wait a minute.
For the Power Pro champion, huh? Wait a minute.
I don't. Yeah.
Spell, I understand they're not here, Dave.
That's what I don't think so.
I don't think they're here.
They're gonna jump me, baby. You ain't lying, Get out here. See, I'm gonna tell you what, 7, Scott, Big, Triad, whatever. We don't have to do it here. I'm gonna do it at the gas station, the supermarket, restaurants, Beale Street, wherever I find you. And Steve Bradley, as far as my title, when it's all said and done, Power Pro is still going to be the same because Randy Hales is still going to run this place. Jerry Lawler is still going to be the king. Brandon Baxter is still going to be bald-headed, booty face. And Spellbinder is still going to be the Power Pro champion.
Sounds good to me. From that man right there, the Spellbinder. And I'm telling you, he's looking for a couple of guys, and I sure wouldn't want to be in their shoes around right now.
Yeah, he's been attacked from behind, too, a couple of times. Speaking of being attacked, Derek King, of course, attacked a little bit later on, was scheduled to be going in this match right here. But Shooter Schultz headed into the area, and as I said a moment ago, Derek has been advised not to wrestle for medical reasons due to that injured leg. He wasn't happy about that, but let's hope that wisdom has prevailed. And
I hear Derek's music. I don't know if he's going to try. Is he still going to try to wrestle in this thing?
He shouldn't.
Referee Shane Bond standing in the ring along with Shooter Schultz, and yeah, that's the referee.
There he
William
is.
Gibson is telling him that.
Well, he's limping. Yeah, he's limping. He's not moving well at all. He got no business going in there, especially after what happened to him earlier. And those folks are still in the building somewhere. So
yeah, I was talking about Flick 2000, Spanky, the American Dragon.
William.
they've already busted his leg all up. He doesn't need to be out here.
Well, I agree.
He needs to be in the back or at a hospital somewhere getting his leg taken care of. He doesn't need to be out here.
Well, as he just insisted on wrestling, the referee says,
well, the referee,
ring the bell, and Derek's going to go ahead in this thing.
They tried to talk him out of it, but Mr. Personality steps in there, going against Shooter Schultz in this match.
With Shooter in, and Shooter jumps over him, comes back.
Oh.
Nice hip toss from Derek King. Boy, Derek's got that left leg all bandaged and wrapped up. Leaps over.
Oh, yeah. See, there's a problem. Now, Shooter Schultz sees a weakness and goes after that left leg. And that's what he's going to try to do, is just work on that until Derek either gets pinned or has to give it up. What Derek has to do is remember the injury. He has to favor the injury. He ends up thinking about how to not make the injury get hurt worse rather than winning the match.
That's right.
He's at a huge disadvantage here.
Well, he's been told not to wrestle, but he says he's not going to forfeit this match. He wants a piece of Shooter Schultz in there, but what he's got to remember is that Click 2000, I'm sure, is not far away.
Well, that's true. At Schultz, even by himself, all he knows is, hey, if I can work on that leg and take him out of his game plan, as it were, then I got a real good chance of just wrapping this up quickly with a 1, 2, 3.
That's right. That's true, and Shooter Schultz standing looking on, and again, just kind of knocks the legs from under Derek King. Big kick from Shooter Schultz, and DK up on his feet. Oh, boy. Runs right into him with that big tackle.
Yep. And now he just waits while Derek struggles back to his feet.
Whoa.
And goes after that left knee again. Just driving his shoulder into it as Derek is flipped. Derek King. You know, Derek, I got to say, I appreciate his spirit in wanting to get in here and wrestle, but, you know, what is the discretion, the better part of valor today may have been a good day just to hang it up for the day and say, I'll come back in a few weeks when this leg is better, and then I'll come get you.
Fight again another day, huh? Shooter Schultz standing in, he's putting more and more pressure on that left leg.
He almost had an old-fashioned step-over toe hold on him there, and he just really put the twist on that knee. Oh, my goodness, that hurts me to watch it for.
I'm telling you. Shooter Schultz just working him over, and Derek King, I'm telling you, is taking tremendous pounding from Shooter Schultz.
He's back on his feet, but barely. He comes at him with a right hand.
Oh, big kick. He gets him over. He's got a pin here. There's two of them, and that's all he's able to get. Derek King just fighting his way, but I'm telling you, he's got a tough, tough way to go. Belly to belly from Shooter. Hooks the leg. There's 2 count and a foot on the rope.
Yep, that stopped the count. So Derek King still in action here. Shooter Schultz unhappy. He thought he should have had a 3 count. He didn't see the foot on the rope. The shoulders were down. Derek rolled him up. The referee gets knocked down. And now Shooter Schultz, Derek slips behind him. He comes back with a super kick, what he can put on him of a super kick, but he can't convert it. He can't get over and make the cover. The referee's lying down there, as you see, in the ring anyway. Here's Derek. He's struggling. He's got the arm over him. He's calling for the count. He's counting to 3, but the referee doesn't see what's going on.
Referee Shane Vine is out. Oh, here comes Spanky. Boys, if you need any more problems.
Rams a folding metal chair into the back of that injured knee. And now Shooter Schultz grabs him, pulls him back, closer to the middle of the ring. Oh, look out. Turns him over. That's an old Boston Crab.
Boston Crab, yeah.
Who taught him that?
Boy, Shooter Schultz with a Boston Crab on Derek King. And that's a lot of pain, boy. Especially when you already got a knee injury.
I don't see how Derek is continuing. He's fighting. He's trying to reach the rope.
Man, if he gets over to that rope.
Can he do it?
Oh, he pulls him away from it.
Yep. Well, that's good work by Schultz, although I hate to say it.
Got him right smack in the middle of
the referee's calling for the bell.
He calls for the bell. That's it.
He's calling for the bell. Come on, break it, Schultz.
Derek's out of it. There's only so much you can take. Yeah. Bell is sounded, and Shooter Schultz will get his hand raised by Spanky, and he wins the title. Derek King's out.
Spanky walked across him and now steps on his head. Derek King.
I think Derek's passed out.
I think he asked for it, probably from the pain.
Hey, come on now.
Hey,
That's
come on,
enough,
guys. Ring this bell again. It wasn't going to do any good.
Hey, and he puts him in that Boston Crab again.
Come on. Come on, referee.
Hey, get him off of him, ref, for crying out loud.
Put a $5,000 fine on him or something. Here comes
Rob Harlem.
Rob Harlem out to help Derek King. All right.
Can you believe that?
No, but I'm glad to see him.
What is that about?
He runs him out of here. Rob Harlem coming out to help out Derek King. Thank you, Rob.
Rob Harlem with a few words for Shooter Schultz and Spanky.
He's over to help him
take
out.
off, yeah. What? Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. And he puts the face buster on Derek King. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. That's stupid. He comes out and helps the guy, and then he puts the doggone face buster on him. Oh, that's stupid. We don't even need that. That's not even any help whatsoever.
Expect the unexpected, and I've just seen it twice in 30 seconds.
We didn't need him to do that. They could have did that.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, back in the back, Steve Bradley is with Victoria and Slash. We got a camera back that way?
Steve, why are you doing this to me? I don't want to be teamed up with him again. Slash, the way he looks at me, it freaks me out.
Yeah, he freaks everybody out. The reason he looks at you funny is because his eye's all screwed up. But don't worry about it. I'm going to be in the match too, just along with Slash and you, to make sure nothing's funny.
Steve, can you believe what Dundee has done? He is a sick man. I don't want to be in this.
Calm down,
Hey,
Slash.
you shut up. Shut her up, Bradley. I don't want to hear nothing out of you. Nothing. See, that's what's wrong with you, too. You take nothing seriously. You know, it's all fun and games. You ever heard till somebody loses an eye? Well, look, Dundee did this to me. And you know what Lawler did? He tried to burn Brandon, and he's gonna try to do it to us. I'm gonna get a hold of the cat, and I'm gonna ruin that pretty little face of hers. I'm tearing Lawler and Dundee up. Oh, we're killing him. Don't worry, we'll get it.
You know, Power Pro Wrestling never seems to amaze me. The biggest injustice in Power Pro history happened last week when Khan lost the TV title to Bulldog Reigns. I mean, come on, look at Bulldog. He's not a champion. He's not even championship material. He's some big dumb wreck, and hey, I should know because I managed the big goof. That's why I kicked him to the side like yesterday's news because he couldn't get the job done. So now we've all seen the tape. You know, Khan was blinded, powder thrown all in his eyes, and Bulldog got the win. But you know what? That's my fault. It's my fault. I admit it. I threw powder in Khan's eyes right in front of the referee, and according to the rule book here, Article 2, J4, Line 1 clearly states that should have been a disqualification. Bulldog Reigns should have been awarded the match, but not the title. So, Commissioner Dundee, I'm begging you today, sir, please do what's right. Give us back the title, which we rightfully deserve.
That's goofy.
That's stupid.
Take it to the Florida Supreme Court and see what they rule on it.
See what they rule on it. Yeah. It'll take them 2 months, but they'll rule
no,
it.
He's still got the belt. He should have the belt.
Oh, boy, here comes the
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack and Bo, and I'm looking here. Well, okay, they're coming this way. Let me get out and talk to them. Hey, guys, Jack and Bo, it's good to have you back. Good to see you here at Power Pro today. But I was just looking at the format, and I didn't see your name on there.
There's a good reason why you don't see our names on that format. It's because it ain't on there. It's the third week in a row we haven't been booked on this show, and that's why we came down here today was to find out why.
Well, the only thing I can tell you, I don't make the matches. I don't schedule what's going on. You have to talk to the commissioner about that. He's who you probably ought to be talking to. But I will tell you, there are like 40 guys on the roster now. It's only an hour.
I don't want to hear this crap about 40 other guys to put on this show. Explain this to me. Explain to me why the two most talented athletes in Memphis, the two guys with the most potential for future stardom, have been sitting at home for the last 3 weeks while you got all these clowns out here getting all the TV time.
Well, I can't answer that. As I'm saying, it's the commissioner. You ought to really take it up with him.
Yeah, all we wanted to know was why we weren't on the show, so we called up Commissioner Bill Dundee, and he gave us this lame excuse. Oh, Dubs, you're too boring. You're not flashy enough for this show. Oh, geez, well, you know, I'm too boring. He's too boring. We're not flashy enough. Well, I say we spice this show up right now and host it. So why don't you and you get lost?
No. We're not going to do that. That's not the way to do it. And no, we're not leaving. We got a lot of show to go here.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you to the count of 5, and I'll give you to the count of 5 to vacate this desk, turn the show over to me and my brother, or we'll grab you and throw you out that back door ourselves.
Well, you're not going to do it. I tell you what. All right, you just headed on out of here. You keep counting. We'll call the police. They're just right across the street. They're probably watching.
Right.
We'll have them all over here. Then we will have lawyers after you. That's what we'll do.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you keep counting. You count all you want.
Hey, come on.
No, we're not. They're not doing that. Here's Bulldog.
You don't have any beef with these guys, like he told you. He's not the one who makes the matches around here. It's Bill Dundee. If you're mad at somebody, be mad at Bill Dundee, right? Right? If you got a beef with Bill Dundee, go back in the back and sign a deal, okay?
Hey, Bulldog, man, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking, man.
Oh, good. All right. Bulldog Reigns. Well, thank you. Oh, come.
Oh, they jump on Bulldog.
Yeah, they're real sorry. As they jump Bulldog Reigns, now 2 against 1, and throw him up in the ring. Jack and Bo, the Jumps.
Jack and Bo Jumpman here.
Well, I guess
They're
maybe
not even scheduled to be here today, and they just show up. They're going to make themselves have a match. Here comes referee Jane Bond.
Oh, they grabbed the referee, nailed him. There's a big fine.
That'll be fine for that one. They nail the referee. Boy, here comes Chet Logan out.
They're just grabbing everybody.
Have gone berserk is what they're doing.
Here comes Spellbinder with a chair. Whoa, and there goes the Jumps. They're unhappy with their playing time, if you will. They're unhappy they haven't been booked in the last 3 weeks, and they're trying to force themselves onto the Power Hour. And you know what? They may have just done it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, hallelujah! The General is happy. This is the first time the General has ever been happy on Power Pro. I don't have Trotelaire in my camp no more. He's gone back to the bottom. Scooter to him up, Scooter. But I am so happy. I am real happy again. Guess what? The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, my manager, it will be in Power Pro next week. Can you believe it? Next week, old family reunion. The first family is going to be back again. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh, Lord, I can't wait. Hallelujah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
Oh, hallelujah, he says, the General. It's the return of the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, next week here on the Power Hour, returning to TV5 Wrestling and the Power Hour next Saturday morning.
He'll be live right here in our studio. We hope you'll join us. If you don't have tickets to be with us next week, join us on TV.
Tune in, yeah.
11 o'clock right here for the Power Hour.
And
bigger and better than ever.
And you know, Jimmy's he's going around challenging all the disc jockeys around the country. And I think he's got a challenge out for Ron Olson and Steve Conley up at FM 100. Yeah, so we'll be hearing what's going on there this week. Here comes all that Alan Steele, Blade Boudreaux out.
Listen to Ron, Steve, and Garrett next week on FM 100.
Yeah.
More on that, huh?
No doubt about it. Hey, and also, you know, we mentioned, Dave, that over the next few weeks we got a lot of special guests. Well, our good friends, a lot of our good friends that are connected with the Memphis Hound Dogs. We'll be seeing them here in the next few weeks. Talking about Big Jack Eaton, Coach Larry Finn, Gene Bartow. Hope to have them all down here in the next few weeks to come here on the Power Hour as well. Looking forward to it, yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. I hope we can get him maybe to maybe do a commentary. Or
yeah, get Big Jack out here. That'd be fantastic. Oh, look at this American Dragon. With a big kick there. He misses. Whoa! Oh, that Alan Steele slams him down. Goes after Spanky and slams Spanky. Nice leg drag. We've got a big main event still to come up right here today. We're talking about the next 6 weeks. But here today on the Power Hour handicap match is going to be Slash, Steve Brantley, Victoria, and for the first time, we see Brandon Baxter's face on the Power Hour.
That's right. He has to wrestle. Victoria not happy to be there. Bradley not taking it seriously, according to Slash. That makes him unhappy.
Nice drop kick there.
That's the main event coming up, but we got a fine match going right here over the corner. Here's the tag made on all that. Alan Steele as he takes over on Spanky.
Grabs Spanky, yeah, slams him into that top turnbuckle.
He's another one of those wrestlers that's not too big, but man, can he go. You
Oh, he
watch
can.
him.
Dumps all that over. Allen still swings and misses. Big kick from the Dragon. Boy, he caught Allen Steele. Rams him into the ring canvas.
Spanky went over there after Blade to keep him out of the action. Blade started back in, but the referee sent him back to the corner. Tag made by Spanky. Here comes the American Dragon. Spanky holds all that up. The Dragon with a big shot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, you can hear that. We're talking about Brandon Baxter and Slash and Bradley and Victoria in action. Well, on the other side of the ring, their opponent teamed up for the first time I know in over a year. Jerry the King Lawler, Bill Superstar, Dundee. They're going to be teamed up together again right here on the Power Hour. And, hey, that's a 2-count. They got the Cat along with them here today.
That's coming up minutes from now. Don't you go anywhere as a huge Power Hour continues. Spanky continuing to work on all that Allen Steele. And I got to say, so far, it's been Spanky and the American Dragon who have had pretty much the upper hand in the match.
Sure have. Man standing all that, and he finally stops Spanky. Gets out of that corner, tries to leap for the tag and misses. Blade Boudreaux leaps over the top rope there. He's reaching for the tag. Can't get Allen Steele, and Spanky drops him down. Look at this, Spanky sets him up, and the little guy, oh, he misses! Moonsault there off the rope.
Great move by Allen Steele to get out of the way. Spanky not trying to crawl over to the corner and get to tag an American Dragon.
And Allen Steele's in the wrong corner now.
Yep.
He was reaching over in the corner for the tag. Finally gets over. He finally gets the tag, and boy, did he need it. Here comes Blade Boudreaux.
Blade with a cover.
DDT, a 2-count, and Spanky breaks it up.
Blade Boudreaux. Looking good as he steps into the ring, fires the American Dragon head first into the turnbuckles. Look out behind Blade. Here's Spanky.
Yeah, a little double teaming now. Spanky and American Dragon whip Blade in. Blade comes back. Big right hand. He's got a pin. 2. And Spanky gets his shoulder up. And I mean barely. Still to come, we're going to hear today from WWF. The big superstar, yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah.
What has Dragon got? He slipped up in his mask, Dave.
Yeah, he loaded that
mask
mask up. That's what he did. Now he puts Spanky on top of Blade Boudreaux. Here comes the referee. He sees the cover. Count of 2, 3.
Oh, my
man. Talk about
1, 2, 3 count, and Spanky and American Dragon get the win.
Here's the King with the Rock.
All right, check it out, Memphis. I got with me none other than The Rock and Rock tomorrow. God, this is going to be one of the biggest matches of your career. I mean, Armageddon, what could be bigger than that?
Well, you know, King, The Rock says it's really hard to talk about Armageddon. It's hard to talk about the other guys. Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rikishi, Triple H. It's hard to talk about those guys in that match to Hell in a Cell when The Rock realizes we're on Channel 5. Memphis TV.
Right, we are, but I mean, you know...
well, as big as that is, this to The Rock has to be bigger because this is where The Rock started.
That's true.
Well, you know that. The Rock started down there, laying the smackdown on everybody. Who is it? Corey Brown and Dave Macklin and all those guys.
Well, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Corey Macklin and Dave Brown.
It doesn't matter what their names are. Jabronis to The Rock.
Jabronis, but you know what? You're right. A lot of people, every week, somebody in Memphis comes up to me and says, man, The Rock's doing great, but he really got to start right here in Memphis. I mean,
The Rock started down there in Memphis, right there on Beale Street.
And Bill
Rock
Dundee
did it all.
What about Bill Dundee? He's a commissioner here now.
Bill Dundee's a commissioner.
The commissioner.
Is he
Power
keeping
Pro
everybody in
Wrestling.
line?
Well, of course he tries to. He throws his weight around quite well, and of course Randy Hales is still running around here like.
That guy Randy Hales, he's not down there, is he?
Oh yeah, he's
got to be what, 89 by about now?
I think he's 91 or something. I don't know. But Randy's doing fine. But listen, it's great to have you back. But now, no kidding. Tomorrow, pay-per-view. That's the only way people in Memphis are going to be able to see this thing. Hell in a Cell. There's never been a match like this ever in the history of the WWF.
No, the immensity of this match, King, as you know, being in thousands of matches yourselves, hasn't gotten any bigger than this. It's with all these guys and all these forces coming together and meeting, and of course the most electrifying man in sports entertainment is going to go out there and do his thing and try to lay the smack down as best he can on all those guys, and it's going to be one hell of a match, guaranteed.
And we'd like, everybody in Memphis, I'm sure would like, even though there are a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin fans, but I think they'd like to see The Rock back as the WWF champion?
Well, there are a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin fans everywhere, but just so happens to be, you know, there are Stone Cold Steve Austin fans. If you're a Stone Cold fan, coincidentally, a lot of times you're a Rock fan too. You've got two unbeatables who just have to come together, and they'll probably come together tomorrow night.
I'm looking forward to it. The Rock, back in Memphis. It's great. Thanks, Rob.
Anytime, King.
Baxter's face after the great unwrapping by Dr. Sammons a little bit earlier.
Did a pretty good job with him, didn't he?
First, here comes the King with a cat and the superstar, Bill Dundee, all of them together right here.
Yeah, it's good to see the King and the superstar back together again.
Hello, King, our superstar. Here comes the King, and here comes the cat.
Yeah, they're looking good today on the
sort of matching outfits here, huh?
Yeah, I like that. Cat really looks good. Oh, to hear the music, and we'll see for the first time Brandon Baxter's face. I said, hey, I want to thank Dr. Sammons for a great job of surgery he's done on Brandon Baxter, because I'm telling you, it's going to be our first look at him here today on Power Pro Wrestling.
Here comes Victoria, here comes Bradley, here comes Slash, here comes the referee.
Yeah.
Come on, where's Brandon? The commissioner said he had to be here. Bring him on out. Oh, I see. Well, Slash is hiding him underneath his coat here.
Oh, he's got a mask going on.
Oh, come on.
What is that about?
Oh, King, you think you're going to see my face? There is no way that this mask is going to come off today. I'm going to stand in that corner, and this mask is staying where it's at, and that's on my head.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just remember, Brandon Baxter, he who laughs last, laughs the loudest, and I'm telling you, Lawler's not going to let that go. I guarantee you that, knowing the King.
He may
if
be
it doesn't
laughing.
happen this week, next week or the next couple of weeks to come, I'm sure we'll be seeing that face of Brandon Baxter.
We're about set to go. Looks like the King's going to be starting for his team, and it's going to be Slash starting. A lot of personal little vendettas to be solved here.
Yeah,
One
sure
of them is Slash and Baxter attacking the King a few weeks ago when the King stopped to help.
Yeah, that's true. Boy, big right hand from Slash, and look at Slash found a way. Good to see for the first time in a long time, Dave. Nice drop. The King and the superstar back together again.
Absolutely. Legendary pairing in this area and in the entire wrestling world.
No doubt about it.
Here comes the superstar after the tag from the King.
Tough team, and I'm telling you, they still can stand up with some of the best in the wrestling business. No doubt about it. Steve Bradley and Slash with him in. Look at Dundee. A kick and a right hand, and over the top rope goes Slash. Boots in the midsection of Bradley, whips him in. Nice hip toss from the superstar, who is, by the way, just happens to be the commissioner of the Power Hour.
That's right. He said there had been a lot of problems, and he said he wasn't going to let it get out of hand, so he had to step in there and solve it with a fist. Victoria and the cat going at each other here.
Man, this Victoria is awesome, isn't she? We saw her last week pick up the cat, and look at her here again, and Dad picks her up high in the air and just slams her down hard. Right smack dab in the middle of the ring.
She went back to the corner but did not make a tag. And the cat thought about making a tag but says, wait 1 minute. She looked at Lawler, said, not quite yet.
Oh, the cat picks up Victoria. Oh, good move there from the cat.
And Victoria, that slowed her down a little bit. She's holding her back, and she had that look on her face like, I didn't think she could do that. But she did.
Brandon Baxter standing over in the corner. Can you believe he shows up with a mask on?
No. Well, yeah, I can. It's Brandon Baxter.
The fans saying they want the mask. They want to take that mask off of Brandon.
Brandon better be careful. There are a lot of folks on the other side of the ring that are capable of taking that mask off.
Oh, that's true.
This is really a handicap match, 4 against 3.
Don't forget, next week on the Power Hour, for the first time in many years, it's the return of the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, right here on Power Pro Wrestling. We'll be talking with Jimmy here next week on the Power Hour.
We'll have him here. He may be talking about Gentry's gold records and stuff, too. You never know.
Look at this. The Cat and Victoria going at it now. Victoria slams him in the corner there. Boy, that stops the Cat. She drops the leg down on it. And a pin, a 1 count, a 2 count, and the Cat kicks out. This is our main event on the Power Hour. Not a lot of time left in this thing.
I was going to say, our time's winding down very quickly. We have less than a minute left here. As this action continues, I would love to see this one go for about 40 minutes if we have time with all these participants here.
Look at this. Woo! Comes off and misses, and the Cat gets the tag. Here comes the King. Lawler goes over, and he goes up to Bradley. Dundee's got slashed.
Got a ring full.
Oh, it's Brandon Baxter all of a sudden decides to get in there as soon as they're at a disadvantage. Bradley accidentally nails Victoria. Lawler rolls him up. He got it.
There's a 3 count.
1, 2, 3. The King, the superstar, the Cat gets the win.
Don't forget, live next week right here on TV5. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. He's got it.
Get it.